What's up, welcome back to Nowstalgia. Dave here with a review of Mountainhead, Jesse Armstrong's new HBO film, his follow-up to Succession, which ended almost exactly 2 years ago at this point. Before getting into the film itself, Mountainhead is so interesting because of how quickly this film came into existence. I mean, it was only being written by Jesse back in January, and they only filmed this thing 2 months ago out in Salt Lake City. A very fast production for a film, and it's primarily a one-location story, so I guess it's possible, but pretty impressive that it was able to, come together. And you have a lot of the greater Succession team involved with Mountainhead. Nicholas Bertel doing the score again, Mark Mylad's involved as a producer, other Succession alums here as well. Mountainhead has an appealing premise. What if 4 tech billionaire CEOs are holed up at a mountain retreat while the world crumbles around them? A great fit for Jesse Armstrong's writing and his general point of view that we've come to know from Succession. 4 CEOs played by Steve Carell, Rami Youssef, Jason Schwartzman, and Corey Michael Smith, all playing various analogs to real-life people we know. I think Corey Michael Smith makes a big impression as an Elon-esque figure. Rami Youssef also is pretty compelling in the film as well. The use of tech jargon without really holding your hand about what they're talking about, again, pretty reminiscent of Succession. I do think that the satirical point the movie makes is made pretty clear from the jump, and then the film doesn't really progress too much beyond that, so there's not really like another shoe to drop when it comes to watching Mountainhead. But for what it is, and again, kind of grading it on a curve because it's an HBO film, I do think it's pretty enjoyable. I most liked a lot of the lines, especially in the beginning. I mean, some of them hit really well. I mean, no droids in the cantina when one of them's telling the staff to fuck off and not hang out with them. Dark Money Gandalf was your interior decorator Anne Bland, referring to Uzbekistan and the other countries ending in Stan. The line, the stands, I think we only have G20 bandwidth. There's some great lines, albeit all these characters are super fucked up in their own way. And I think the grounding of AI in the stories, particularly what if these AI deep fakes and AI misinformation is so strong and so compelling that it's actually moving the world and making grand market moves and real violence and pitting countries and communities against each other worldwide, and how scary that is. And you can contrast that with how detached from reality these uber wealthy people are, and their mind goes to almost like taking over the world as a way to get out of the chaos, and like just the portrayal of these bad people with their immense wealth and influence. I think that's probably what's most appealing about this. Again, it's a hard to watch thing in a certain sense because you just detest all these people. I think Steve Carell's character in particular, how both incompetent but also incredibly like scary his point of view was. Corey Michael Smith is clearly an Elon Musk-esque stand-in in terms of the way he carries himself. And Rami Youssef is positioned as someone who's actually a bit smarter, actually has something to, critical thinking within his mind. He's not completely self-centered all the way, and how that all goes. Jason Schwartzman kind of playing a bit of a doof, but they're all pretty right at home in these roles. Does the movie really have anything more to say about the need for like strong AI guardrails and content moderation and things like that? No, not really. You have this like Corey Michael Smith's character has this amazing computing power. Then Rami Youssef has this amazing, like, all-knowing AI that can tell you what's real and what's fake. And do they kind of yada yada stuff, especially at the end when some business deals happen under duress? Sure they do, but again, it's kind of in the Succession mold where it's like you don't have to really worry about like the terms and then the logistics of things. I did find the last act to be kind of on the weaker side, but I like the actual ending that happens outside between Youssef and Michael Smith's characters. So I think it's a worthy watch, but maybe not quite as incisive as I wanted it to be in the end, but still perfectly fine for what it is. Let me know though, what'd you think of HBO's Mountainhead? What did you like most about it? And for more movie reviews, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.